Hairy Man Burma. A strange fitness machine from the 1940s. The Dynasphere was a monowheel vehicle created in the 1930s. Cuban Liberation Army cavalry unit outside a house in San Luis Pinar del Rio, wherein Major General José Miguel Gómez Gómez was staying. Sometime during the War of 1895, the destroyed Terraspol Gate of the Brest Fortress, captured by German troops 1941. Fidel Castro plays basketball June 5, 1972, Bulgaria. Alain Delon and Brigitte Bardot, 1968. A salvo of RP-360-pound rockets heads towards a target of railway cars parked on the Nordhorn Railway, 1945. In 1938, oil was discovered in Saudi Arabia. Louis Armstrong as a child. A California bakery van, United States, 1925. An Italian People's Militia patrol on a Milan street, April 26, 1945. A Soviet SB bomber shot down and falling over one of the crossings over the Berezina, 1941. Fun at the Palace of Culture of the first state automobile plant named after E.F. Stalin in honor of the anniversary of the Stalin Constitution. Farewell ceremony after the death of Iv Stalin, 1953, Netherlands. Gas Existus. Winston Churchill with Provost Richard Howard and Mayor Alfred Robert Grindlay in the ruins of Coventry Cathedral, September 1941. Space Simulator. The visual spaceflight simulator at the Boeing Space Center provides a variety of missions. Pilots can navigate a simulated lunar orbit, land on the lunar surface, or perform rendezvous procedures with other spacecraft. Adrian Street, a Welsh professional wrestler pictured with his father, a coal miner in 1974. Street later became known for ripping out chunks of Jimmy Savile's hair during a wrestling match, after Savile had bragged about assaulting underage girls. The first ever photograph of a woman taken in 1839 of Dorothy Catherine Draper. Her daguerreotype portrait is the only surviving contemporary photograph of someone wearing the 1830s poke bonnet, a pre-Victorian hat. Sexy lingerie, France, 1920s. The Saratoga Circus Act, 1920s. Landsverk L5 Swedish light tank, 1929. Adidas tennis clothing advertisement, 1985. Tribal delegation Blackfeet to the Second Indian Congress, Spokane, United States, 1926. Elvis Presley at the draft board for the United States Army, 1958. Army Unit Training, New York, United States, 1918. Ray Bradbury in a time machine made for filming a movie based on H.G. Wells. Austin Kegris armoured car of the Polish Army, 1920s. A young soldier in a swamp during the Iran-Iraq War, 1980s. Adolf Hitler riding a sleigh. Demolition of the monument to Felix Dzerzhinsky in Moscow, August 22, 1991. A gang of criminals disguised as women is arrested during a police raid, United States, 1927. Margaret Bridge in Budapest, Hungary, accidentally blown up by the Wehrmacht in November 1944. Honoured Master of Sports Vasily Apolitov poses with his awards, USSR. A Soviet Mi-24 helicopter shot down by a Stinger manpads, Afghanistan, 1988. Finnish Sergeant and Cats, 1941. Kagevara in the Kremlin. Emperor Nicholas II and Empress Alexandra with their family, 1899. German troops shelling Reims Cathedral, Reims, Champagne-Ardenne region, Third French Republic, September 1914. German sniper sitting on a homemade seat, June 1944. A girl on a motorised bicycle, 1960s. A German Air Force officer poses on a dead boar, Western Front 1918. Announcement of results of sports competitions, Leningrad RSFSR, USSR, September 1925. A British Bristol Beaufighter from Number 19. South African squadron launches a rocket attack on a German fortified position in the town of Južemberk, Yugoslavia, 1945. Bear cubs Mishka and Mashka, pets of the naval crew on the Soviet battleship Arkhangelsk, Kola Bay, Venga, 1944, United States. Actress Louise Campbell, driving a Dan Lely concept car powered by a supercharged V8 engine with streamlined aluminum body and retractable hardtop, 1938. British sailors of the Royal Navy on shore leave in Singapore are transported by an elderly local man in his rickshaw, as children look on at the end of the Second World War, October 1945. Students of the World, Moscow State University, 1961. Maoists destroy Buddhist shrines, People's Republic of China, 1949. Tiananmen Square, 1989, Beijing. Alpha 332 stereotape recorder, Vilnius Alpha Electrical Engineering Plant, Lithuanian SSR, 1980. Opposition supporters throw stones at riot police during a May Day demonstration in Moscow, Russia, 1993. Underwater wedding, San Marcos, Texas, United States, 1954. Soccer player Ronaldo and pop star Ricky Martin, 1997. Three-time hero of the Soviet Union, Ivan Nikitich Kozhedub in his native village of Obrazievka, 1945. Retreating Germans blow up a bridge in Florence, Italy, 1944. Unter den Linden Boulevard at Night, Berlin, 1939. Donald Trump as a child, United States, 1951. Portrait of a samurai in Yokohama taken by Felice Beato in 1865. Casting call for a new model at a Parisian fashion house, 1910. A hole in the Berlin Wall used as an improvised border crossing next to the Reichstag a day after its fall in 1989. A Wehrmacht non-commissioned officer and infantryman in a Soviet village. They captured a chicken and eggs. A Syrian army tank on the streets of Damascus during Salah Jadid's 1966 Ba'athist coup d'etat. Inuit dragging a walrus, 1930. Frances Bean Cobain, Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain in 93. Antarctic expedition member George Black plays with sled dog puppies harnessed to a small sled, 1929. German army soldiers display captured Red Army propaganda material featuring Hitler and the inscription in German, "Winter quarters for the German army are ready." German Officers' Party, 1918. X-ray demonstration of the new Westinghouse electric razor, 1941. Selfie of Linda, Paul and Mary McCartney, 1969. Two Blackfeet warriors look across what is now Glacier National Park in Montana in the early 1900s. The explosion of the giant Stalin monument in Prague, 1962. Audrey Hepburn with her mother at age 17. Easter Bunny for 19th century children. Experimental Soviet taxi, 1964. A bomber over Berlin, superimposed on a modern satellite image. German Knights Tournament during rest, Soviet Union, September 1942. Amy Winehouse, 1996. A United States Navy bomb machine used to decipher messages encrypted by the German Enigma machine during World War II, 1945. Navajo Indian in a bear costume, 1914. Happy Spice Girls fan, Prince Harry, 1997. French soldier carrying a baby as the French population flees the German advance. Operation Nordwind, Alsace, 1944. Carrie Fisher played Elizabeth in a 1984 British made-for-TV movie of Frankenstein. Margaret Thatcher was attacked by a woman carrying a bouquet of flowers while walking along Marple Bridge in Stockport, March 1992. German pilot Corporal Alfred Michel surrounded by United States Army soldiers in front of his downed Messerschmitt Bierfachend 109 G-14. It was Michel's first and last combat mission. 1944. Street riots in Moscow, 1993, Russia. Original smoking accessories. Shipwreck, 1911. Second half of the 1800s, penguin from South Africa. Radio listener, 1929, USSR. A farmer's baby in a homemade swing that sways gently, made from a hand-built wooden frame suspended from the ceiling in Robstown, Texas, 1939. The American battleship USS New Jersey shells North Korean positions. Korean War, 1950-1953. Soviet soldiers build a pontoon bridge on the Oder River, 1945. Thirteen-year-old Sherilyn Sarkisian, the singer changed her legal name to Cher in 1979, was arrested for stealing her parents' car, Los Angeles, 1959. Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill recreating the Star Wars poster in a hotel room in 1977. Fans accompany Sir Henry Seagrave and his Golden Arrow car, Daytona Beach, 1929. Princess Diana with an AIDS patient, 1989. Victory Gardens, a vegetable garden in London in a crater left by a German bomb, 1943. (1970) Morgan Freeman on his first television appearance. London after the Luftwaffe raid, seen from St Paul's Cathedral, 3 January 1941. Before becoming an actor, bodybuilder Sean Connery, circa 1953. The formwork frame for the head of the Motherland Calls Monument, Stalingrad, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, 1959. Institute of Oral Love, United States, 1970s. An American soldier shows Soviet soldiers a magazine with explicit photographs. The PPSH 41 assembly line at the Stalin plant in Moscow. An elephant balances on its front legs in a circus show, 1920. "15-year-old Dorothy Count's parents teach her to ignore hair-pulling and cigarette smoke in her face." Dorothy was the first black student at Harry Harding High School in Charlotte, North Carolina, which became co-educational in 1957. Armed security forces ride a motorcycle in Caracas during the popular uprising known as the Caracazo, which followed the economic crisis and rising prices. Venezuela, February 27, 1989. Study of the new Saturn II vacuum cleaner model, manufactured at the Vilnius Electric Welding Equipment Plant, 1972. The NASA View Virtual Interface Environment workstation system, created in 1990, was a stereoscopic head-mounted display that displayed either an artificial computer environment or a real-world scene transmitted from remote video cameras. Transporting the base of a drilling rig, United Kingdom, 1980s. Mila Jovovich in kindergarten, USSR, Dnipropetrovsk, 1970s. Captured guerrillas perform push-ups in the scorching sun at gunpoint, Southern Rhodesia, 1977. Charlie Chaplin and actress Beeb Daniels play table tennis at their California home. Sex symbol Brigitte Bardot at the 1955 Cannes Film Festival. Boris Vasilenko, winner of the first all-union robot competition, USSR. Artist K.D. Kitaika from the M.B. Grekov studio paints a sketch on a Berlin street. The first set of the well-known Barbie and Ken dolls, 1961. A black man drinks from a colored-only fountain, United States, 1940s. Generals next to a large-scale model of German trench lines. French Third Republic, September 1918.